Welcome back, third grade readers and writers. Today we're here to learn another word so well that I'm going to see them in your expert books. So yesterday we learned that when I come up against a word that I don't know, I don't just run past it or mumble it. I really try to solve it. So today's word is general. Can you say that with me? General. And we're going to be thinking about this word general, not like the general in an army, but you will hear most of the time, you will hear this word with the phrase in general. All right. So let's look. If I came up against this word and I needed to solve it, right, I have to think about some things because that letter G, it says G and J. So I have to know when it does. And most of the time, in general, when the G and E are together, it says J. Okay. So let's see how I might chunk that. All. General. And then I have to work really hard to put it together, right? General. Just like how I would say, does that sound right? And if you were reading this in your book, you would cover, right? Because we learned that sometimes a big word, I see all the letters and I can't solve it. But putting your little finger over and just solving one chunk at a time can really help you. And readers work really hard to chunk and then crash it back together. All right. So let's think about this word general or in general. And it means like something that's typical or most of the time. And somebody would use this if we can't use the word always, right? Because maybe there's some exceptions. So we would, in general, all living things, right, breathe and eat and grow and need water. Well, in gorillas, we hear that in general, the gorilla troop lives and travels in one area, in general, most of the time. All right, so I'm going to say some phrases or things, situations, and you're going to think, would I use in general with that, with what Mrs. Labonte is saying? And then I'm going to be able to think, why would I or why wouldn't I? Because here's the thing, it's not about being right or wrong, it's being able to explain. And when you can explain, then maybe you can use it in your own writing. Okay, here we go. A book with no words. In general, would I find a book with no words? Turn and talk to your partner. Explain what you're thinking. All right, I heard some of my friends, Isaac, saying, that's not in general. Most of the time, books have words in them, right? And so we would be able to not use that phrase, right? That would be an exception, not in general, not most of the time. All right, here we go. So let's think about this. An oak tree with acorns. In general, would we find an oak tree with acorns? Turn and tell your partner, what are you thinking? Okay, if you said, yeah, I would use in general, Oak trees usually have acorns, right? Because most of the time you will find an oak tree with acorns. And that's not unusual, it's kind of usually, right? You see how we're using this word? Huh? We're thinking about it. All right, let's try this one. Most of the time, students are awesome. Hmm, that is a good one. Turn and talk to your partner. What are you thinking? Would we use in general? Hmm. Turn and talk to your partner. Well, if I were turning and talking to my partner, right, like Gavin, I would say something like this. Yes, right? Because for me, in general, students are totally awesome because they learn, they help each other, they write, they read, they do math, and they're just trying and trying and trying every day. And that's what makes you awesome. Do you see how I explained that? Because I have proof. I have proof that in general, students are awesome. All right, you try. Let's have a go at this, okay? Let's think about this. Let's think of finishing this sentence. In general, school is. In general, school is. Turn and talk to your partner. Go ahead. Say as many things as you can. In general, school is. Oh my goodness, friends. You know what I heard Annabelle say? She said, in general, school is the place to learn because my teacher teaches me, because I try new things and my brain grows, because people in math, I get new problems and I have to learn. So, in general, school is a place to learn. And I can't wait to find out what you were thinking. In general, school is. Oh, well, that leaves us today for our second word, right? We had reproduce and today general, and we're learning so much that we might even be able to see them in your writing. Oh, I can't wait to read your writing. All right, third grade word scientists, I'll see you tomorrow.